Alright, we're back with the ultimate meme strategy guide, and we are all the way up to B. Yeah, we're still on B. We have made it this far into all of the civilization, but that's just because there's so many memes possible. Thankfully, there's almost no memes possible with... Wait, how many do I have on the list? That many? For Britons? Well, I guess it's time to jump right in. Initially, Britons may seem like they don't have a lot going on for the meme, but actually they have quite a lot. They have cheaper TCs that we can definitely use to make some memes out of. Also, they have really long range units in their elite Longbowmen. They have some amazing Trebuchets, potentially the most amazing after Cicero's, with the Warwolf technology, making them never miss. And they even get this weird sheep bonus that we can abuse as well. In addition to all of that, they have a stereotype. The stereotype is that Britons always go archers, and we are here to abuse that stereotype. But before we break the stereotype, Tati Rush. Tato developed this rush for Saracens initially, but it can be executed with any archer civilization. Basically, what you're going to be doing is 7 to 8 onto food, 3 onto wood, 20 plop plus loom, click up, and then everybody onto wood as well as gold, making sure that you have 100 food in the bank, getting fletching from the blacksmith, and making 2 to 3 ranges with continual production. You just spam out a whole bunch of archers and Bob's your uncle. You don't actually get any benefit from being Britons other than the 10% faster working rate, which is a team bonus. I think therefore Ethiopians with their faster firing rate or Saracens with their +2 against buildings, technically you could also even stack that with the Ethiopians if you have a Saracen teammate, because that's a teammate bonus as well as the Briton bonus. Anyway, you can go nuts with that, but yeah, I don't know why you have to be Britons for this one. Not being Britons for this next one is probably also a good idea, but this is the 24 nights in 20 minutes with Britons. You're able to get this done because both of your allies, that's a 3v3 strat, will send you your sheep. And remember, you collect faster from those sheeparums. I know Britons don't get bloodlines, I know Briton knights are trash, but who cares when you have 24 of them? The build order for this one is a little bit odd though. It's 6 onto food, then 4 onto wood, then additionals onto food till you have 15 on food, then 4 more onto wood. Make sure that you're pushing your deer and collecting all hunt sources as well as utilizing all of your sheep. Last 4 onto gold for a 28 pop click up with scouts, 27 vills. That means 8 on wood, 15 on food, and 4 onto gold stuff. Barracks on the way up to feudal. Once you're feudal, you're going to go for a market as well as a stables. Make sure that you're getting the gold mining upgrade as well as selling 200 stone. Berry villagers come to gold. Additional stables created on the way up to Castel. No additional farms needed, just keep collecting your sheep and pump out as many knights as humanly possible. Once you have those free stables up, just add additional houses and move all of your wood villagers onto gold as well. We're gonna be market abusing. They may be unupgraded British knights without bloodlines, but at the end of the day, they're still flippin' knight, and a lot of them for that matter. Metaboy fake out. The Metaboy fake out works as followed. You and your ally pick some Britons and some Franks. You talk to yourselves about how you're going to go for wonderful archers and beautiful ponies, but instead both you and your ally are going to be TC dropping them in the face. The hilarity that unfolds is amazing. They're like, oh, we're going to be dealing with archers and no, you're going to be dealing with villagers and TCs in your face. We're going to fight in the night. It's all right. Make it messy, make it complicated, make it confusing. And if you want, you can eventually go for those standard meta boy plays where you transition into scouts and archers after your TC drop. Or in my case, keep dropping and remind them archers will be coming one of these days. I would show you more of this amazing game, but we have many more strategies to go over. So we're just going to jump on over. It's the English breakfast, or the dog food sandwich for breakfast. This one works as followed. One person goes for very fast scouts, the other person goes for a TC drop, and the English individual goes for a fast castle to then drop TCs for a reduced cost. And now you can repair your TCs for reduced costs as well. So you have to slow down everybody while TCs are being dropped by the British player. A lot of fun, a lot of hilarity in this one. You send over sheeps so that they have more food, and you then can go over to their base to take their farms because they don't necessarily need their farms as well as their hunt. It's weird, it's interesting, and it's all general apathy of AOE2, and you just saw none of that because we ended the game too fast. Let me show you a 2v2 variant just to give you a better idea. This might be needless to say, but this strategy is still in the alpha stages of development, but it shows a lot of potential. There's a lot of moving parts, like moving around sheep and boar and hunt and yada 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 blah 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 blah. But overall, it just makes for a very, very fun team game in which you feel like the Britons are really using all of their bonuses to the max, with the sheep that are being slung and the TCs that are being constructed for cheaper, and they're giving you some of their food later on, and it's just cool. It's just nice to be playing with general apathy. Just nice is what you could be if you go to general apathy of AOE2 and drop a sub for him. He's been working very, very hard. I know I always talk about my own goals at the end of the year, but who cares? Help out this man. He makes a lot of great content and shorts for my channel, and I just want to show some support towards him as well. We're also just stealing his strategy as well as his shorts. In other words, this man is shortless as well as stratless. Help him out. This one is called 30 trebs in 30 minutes. Those are two completely arbitrary numbers, but they do summarize the strategy nicely. Basically, I find this one to work best on closed maps such as Black Forest or Amazon Tunnel, where all of the enemies are combined in one small area. You drop a whole bunch of castles, maybe you drop TC just so that you can get those forward villagers out. Basically, you're just trying to go fast in by means of sling from all of your allies, dropping a whole bunch of castles as you get up to Imperial Age, then pumping out as many trebuchets as you can, getting Warwolf and killing all of the enemies' buildings as well as units with your Warwolf trebuchets. There's nothing quite as satisfying as landing some huge shots on your opponent's military with that splash damage trebuchet. Sorry, I'm getting slightly ahead of myself, but I will show an amazing shot at the very, very end as like a little bonus clip. Now, your allies are eventually going to be fed up with slinging your resources, and they're going to come in with pike and other things. Maybe you create some accidental longbows that you then have to delete just to keep the meme going. You know, things happen. Have fun. Enjoy it. Don't forget fletching, Bach and arrow, and bracer, as well as chemistry and ballistics. In other words, pick things up, and thanks for walking. G frickin' G. Bonus clip. No, I'm like, stop. Stop. Get the Mangadai. Get the Mangadai. Boom! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. How many Mangadai was that? 10 Mangadai. 3 Warwolf Trebs. Boom. Oh my gosh. Is that not a satisfying shot? Okay, I have to be honest about something here. I kind of stole some of the clips from my previous top 5 British meme strats, but I feel like I'm adding additionals to it, so it should be okay, and giving more details on some of them, so it's fine, right? Righto, because instead of going full longbows, we're going to go full longbows. What? Yes, this is a rush rather than just booing up in a team game. I think this is actually a viable strategy on Marketplace in 1v1. You start with 7 onto food, 3 onto wood. You can use your trade cards to push in additional deer, and we're going to go for a 20 free pop, click up plus loom, making sure that we have a mill and a lumber camp. Moving 4 onto gold as we go up, moving our trade cards to the market so that we can instantly trade once we construct our market plus blacksmith in feudal age, idling slightly and moving everybody over to stone. When we're about 50% of the way to castle, we're going to move everybody forwards to drop that castle on our opponent's fate. This isn't all in place, so make sure that you bring enough villagers to get that castle up. In this instance, I brought 12, but how many you bring is completely up to you. The nice part is that you only need wood as well as gold to keep making longbowmen. Preferably, you would like to drop it on either a wood line or a gold mine. That way you can collect one of those resources forward. We end up with food, not the worst thing in the world, because we are going to want to pick up fletching as well as bodkin to increase the strength of our castle as well as our longbowmen. Don't be afraid to use the market to balance out your economy, and don't you dare even make a singular villager after 22. Here's another clip of full Briton longbowmen, boomed up this time. I'm not going to talk about the build order because we have spent way too much time on Britons already. And it's time for Burgundians. No, it's Bulgarians. I always get those two mixed up. Great! Bulgarians would be great for me because you get the free militia upgrade, you get discount on the TCs again, blacksmith upgrades for cheaper. They have one of the sweetest unique units in my opinion, as well as having a mini castle in the Krepos. But chat always makes me play 15 pop Bulgarian men-at-arms. Can you feel my inner sadness? To be honest with you, it's not that bad. It just doesn't work at 16xx plus elo. Or does it? You start off with 7 onto food, 3 onto wood, rest onto food, not going over 15 pop of course, picking up loom and making a mining camp. As we are idling indefinitely to click up to the next stage, let me give you the backstory on this strategy. There was a guy, a memer, who made this strat and was like, oh, it's an old spicy cheese, blah, 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 blah. And I always win with this. I have 15 wins and 0 losses. And now everybody keeps asking me to do it. So, yep, that's the backstory. That's the lore. Nothing more than to just discuss the build order some more. Build a 4 racks. Make sure that you have 2 or 3 onto gold at home. You can send those forward villagers to construct a tower to make sure that your men-at-arms are getting value. Once you run out of food at home, make sure that you're taking advantage of your Baritos, or just send everybody onto gold with a market. Choice is yours. If your opponent is silly enough to open with scouts, you can even mix in some spearmen, because why not at this point? Finally, make sure that you're keeping him off of all of his resources. I just watched this back and I just sound so angry the entire time I'm doing commentary on this. It's like, grumple, 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 grumple. I don't know why I dislike this strategy so much. Maybe because I think there's better strategies out there. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys so much. Oh my god. I'm just like ragging on this strat. I'm just ragging on this strat and then we just absolutely dominate with it. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. My disbelief during the actual gameplay footage is priceless. Let's jump into another priceless Bulgarian strategy. This is some really old footage from a really funny game that I played a long time ago. It's supposed to be a 20 pop up by means of 7 onto food, 3 onto wood, and then rest onto food, and then 20 pop after idling a little bit, click up, you don't get loom, and you're able to make 5 men-at-arms immediately. It's a very risky strategy because obviously your villagers don't have loom when they're going forward to build the barracks. But we were bad at the game, so we end up with way more villagers than we need to, and we lame a board because that's something that we were doing even when we were 1200 elo. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys. The 20 pop no loom Bulgarian men-at-arm rush. Much better than the 15 popper, in my opinion. The best part is that this action caused my team to win the game. Another really fun team strategy with Bulgarians is the Siege Ram plus Two-Handed Swordsman. You get Two-Handed Swordsman for free by getting to Imperial Age, and you get a 50% discount on all of your Siege Workshop technologies. So Siege Ram only costs 500 food, and Capped Ram only costs 150 food. Needless to say, if you get slung to this state of the game, you can dominate with your rams as well as two-handed swordsmen, even against units that would normally counter you, such as step lancers. And now with the new ram garrison mechanic, this strategy has significantly increased in strength. I saved my favorite Bulgarian strategy for last. Man, we only got through 2 civilizations in this video as well. This ultimate meme guide for every civilization is taking a lot more time and effort than I could have ever imagined. Please let me know that you want this series to continue, and I'll try and make one every single week. That still means that this is probably going to be a 20+ week project. But I know with your help, we can let our memes not just be dreams.
Make sure to like and subscribe and comment to increase the algorithm.
Poop Lord, you're freaking shameless. Kick this guy in the...
Audio removed for monetization reasons.
What was I doing again? Oh yeah, Krepos rushing. This build is very, very fun. Why is it so fun? Well, because you're going to drop a Krepos on your opponent's facial, especially when your opponent is Cumans. This one is so satisfying. You start off with 7 to 8 onto food, 4 onto wood, food, because it's good. 23 pop plus loom. Seems to be a very, very good time to go up. Instead of going to gold, we can just simply move to stone and sell stone in order to get the gold to go to Castel. We're going to go for a market plus a blacksmith to get to that point, making sure that we have 350 stone in the bank when we get to castle, and having our villagers in position to drop both of the enemy's TC, or if they're not Cumans, just one of their TCs should be fine. Fletching for additional damage, and then we're just gonna make as many Konniks as we can possibly muster to hunt down enemy villagers. Oftentimes, because you went castle so fast, they'll be feudal for a while, and nothing in feudal age counters Konniks. Not spears, because once they stand up, they just call an ambulance, but not for me. And not archers either, because you can just run them down with the superior speed. You can even heal up your Konniks in the Krepos if you really need to, but ultimately at the end of the day, you're gonna have a pretty good time. And with that, guys, don't let your memes just be dreams, and keep on walking. Poop Lord out.